Eva Dirt. Kristen, go ahead and ask your question.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good, thanks. So my first question can be directed towards everyone. Traditionally, I've read reports where your audience is, the majority of it is adult males. Being a women's wrestling promotion, you obviously want to dedicate some of this to a woman's audience. So how do you plan in going forward to really target women and girls for an audience?
Well, I'm going to jump in quickly. First off, yes, traditionally wrestling, whether it's live or on TV with other companies, is target-based toward a male audience. And even though WWE's male audience is older, it's still driven male audience. But we have all the numbers and the facts from who's tuning in on our social media platforms or website and who's buying tickets at our live event. And the first thing that MGM noticed when MGM came to our live events is they were blown away with how much of a family audience we have and how many moms we have that are bringing their daughters. They've never seen that. They're the producers of Lucha Underground. They've gone to other wrestling shows. We have a family-based audience between 7 and 15 that's strong. Yes, we've got a male audience, 32 to 46, that's about, 55%, 60% of our audience. The other is female. And I believe what's going to resonate with females and young teens that are girls is we're 24/7, as I mentioned, all day long, women, running a company for women's wrestling full-time. And by doing that, we're able to do those little, small, marginal gains that provide a better production, better characters, better storylines, the best athletes, and allow the feuds to take place on center stage, all women. Jeanie mentioned it. We don't have storylines where the woman is in distress and then a man saves her. We don't have that in WOW. We don't have a situation where girls are celebrating someone's birthday party and they ask the girl, "What's your gift?" You go, "Oh, I hope it's a wedding ring. If I don't get a wedding ring, I'm going to kill myself." What a message to send out to women and little girls. We did an event at Universal Studios. They called us up and said, "Would you come up here and be in a booth? The event is for breast cancer." We came up, we had 4 women wrestlers in a booth at Universal Studios, and the line was knee-deep. Now, yes, it was for breast cancer event, but it was moms with their little daughters, 9, 11, 12, 13, standing in line for 30, 40 minutes to get their photographs taken with the WOW superheroes. On a marketing perspective, that's when I knew we've been doing the right thing. We're sending out the right message. And I think we're successful in that because we're not banging anyone's head over with a hammer saying female empowerment, female empowerment, female empowerment. We don't have to do that because there's never been an evolution or revolution with what Jeanie and I have been doing from day one. We've always been about women's wrestling and women's empowerment, so we don't have to beat the fan with it. As such, they gravitate to it and they see it on their own. And once again, that's why that Glow Netflix series is so popular. They see that sisterhood. They see that empowerment. It doesn't have to be said or told. And I think that is how we're growing already, not going to grow, growing and getting a female-based audience that's watching and connecting with WOW. Now, we're on AXS TV, and typically fighting, MMA fighting and boxing and wrestling is male. I think they're going to see an uptick in the female audience starting to watch Friday night and seeing WOW. So we're already doing it, and we're just going to keep doing what we're doing because we're doing it correctly because women are connected to WOW.
And let me just let me add that we want everybody to be part of our audience, men and women. Like it's inclusive. We want people who enjoy wrestling to watch our show. But I think there's been a failure in our country to have professional women's sports be available for women to watch. So, you know, we're trying to, you know, change that landscape and give professional athletes an opportunity to be part of, you know, a platform that we just haven't had that opportunity to grow a women's audience. And so hopefully this will be the beginning of all that.